Hi, I'm John Holden of Land Designs Unlimited, and what I'd like to do today is show you a landscape that our company installed about 6 years ago. Now our crews were out 2 weeks ago pruning, edging, weeding, and mulching this landscape, so things are looking really nice. So why wait? Let's get started. Here's a view of our house as you come up the driveway. Now what I want to show you here is how you take the landscape in as you come up. Now we're getting closer and closer, and the first thing we see is this beautiful grouping of dwarf fothergilla. This plant is going to have beautiful flowers in the spring like right now, and then in the fall it has absolutely lovely fall color. I'd also like to show you that even at the edge of the landscape along the driveway here, we did put these stones to hold the mulch back. And then we begin with the retaining wall, which is holding the very severe grade back. There's some nice flowering hydrangea up there, and also a gold mop chamaecyparis. And now we move over to the steps. Here's a view of the steps leading up to the house from the driveway. Note how wide the steps are. They're welcoming. They don't funnel you into a little 3-foot pathway. They're wide, they flare out at the ends, they're inviting to walk up. Now one of the choices we had when designing this landscape was whether or not to have one set of steps at the driveway or to have several tiers walking to the main entrance to the house. As we walk up the steps, you'll notice that what we decided to do to keep it simple was to just have one set of steps and then to have a nice level area at the top of the stairs leading to the front door. Now this makes it much easier to flow through the landscape. You don't have to continually look down and try to decide where the steps are. Now inside the walkway, we have a nice row of boxwood to keep your eye from wandering over that wall and continuing to move into the landscape. We want to stop your eye from going farther out. Plus we want to give a feeling of security because that is a pretty serious drop on the other side. So we have that nice row of boxwood to the left. And then our main focal point for this landscape is the lace leaf Japanese maple you see right in front of you. That beautiful red tree, it's got to be about 6-7 feet tall by now, and it's just doing a beautiful job of giving you something really special to look at in the landscape. Around the lace leaf maple we have a dwarf white pine, which is doing a great job giving interest in all seasons. There's some junipers for some winter color, nice ground cover, and some daylilies as well. Now as you look at the front of this house, you'll notice the sheer size of it. It's a 3-story high house. It's on top of a hill. It's really sticking up out of the ground. Now it can be a little bit intimidating to walk up to a house this high. So what we tried to do is soften the house a bit with these 2 shrubs on either side of the front door, which are called Dragon Lady Holly, which are now a good 8 to 10 feet tall, and they're doing a very nice job of kind of anchoring that house and giving you a feeling that it's not coming over you, it softens it. Further, we have the lace leaf maple growing to the left we already discussed, which is doing a great job. It's large, it's putting the house into scale. Now further, on the right side of the house, the tree you're looking at right now is a purple leaf plum. And what that's doing is also anchoring the house. It's giving us a tree, it's probably a good 20-25 feet tall by now. It's giving a really nice anchoring effect to the house. Now, as we look at the front door, the first thing I'd like you to notice is how wide the walkway is. This wide walkway is very smooth and very inviting. It's at least 5.5 feet wide, giving 2 people plenty of room to walk side by side. As we move up, we take a look at the edge of this garden. Note the smooth flowing curve. It's a very peaceful curve, and it's also very easy to maintain, as opposed to a curve which kind of comes in and out and jagged. The edge of the garden does a nice job separating the lawn from the mulch, but it doesn't draw attention to it. It's just there doing its job very effectively. As we move up the landscape, we can see an assortment of shrubs. There's a nice globe blue spruce, which is designed to give interest in the off-season, in the winter, and also when something's not in bloom. Now unfortunately this globe blue spruce did take quite a beating last winter, so normally it would have at least twice the foliage, so I do apologize. That's not a normal standard for one of our landscapes. Now another detail I'd like to show you here is these stepping stones, which are surrounded by Japanese forest grass. Now the sole intent of these stepping stones is to give access to the water spigot, because nobody really wants to be creeping through wet, dirty mulch on a wet morning or a dewy morning to get to the water. So there's a nice detail that you can work into your landscape, or we can work into your landscape for you to make it look nicer. Now as we move to the right, we see there's another Dragon Lady Holly over here, which is doing a great job of anchoring the house. And then we have our Thundercloud Plum, let me move back a bit, which does a great job anchoring the home. Thanks again for watching this video today. If I can offer you any assistance, please visit our website at landdesigns.com